We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
Ich glaube, das muss ich sogar. Was? Du machst Späße. Du willst wirklich, dass ich Luna betraye? Ja, gar kein Problem. Wie geht Auto?
If she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
Also, 3 minus 2 ist ganz schwer. Was denkst du, was für ein Idiot ich bin? Es ist 1. Offensichtlich.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over.
Warum übersetze ich eigentlich? Ich meine, sie redet auch Englisch. Das ist total seltsam eigentlich, wenn ich Deutsch dazwischen rede.
So?
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
Just press the damn button.
Gott, ich vermisse es so. Oh mein Gott, wie sehr ich Zero's Game vermisst habe. Und jetzt bin ich da drin. Oh Gott. Okay, Entschuldigung. You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how do you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but are you...
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, I'll just vote ally for us anyway. So, let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die.
Ba-da-da-doo.
That's what I meant.
1.
Ja, dann nehmen wir natürlich mal Betray.
Uh-oh.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Oh Gott, wie ich es vermisst habe. Ich muss nur ganz kurz gucken. Okay, es wird noch nicht angezeigt, wo ich bin. Oh, ihr dürft natürlich nicht gucken, ne? Wenn ich da... Ihr dürft das nicht angucken. Ihr dürft das Flowchart nicht angucken. Weil das ist ja schon fertig.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Dominik muss das dann einfach verblurren.
Thank you for your participation.
Oh Gott.
Ambidex gates now opening.
As Vi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. 10 was left behind, his footsteps as a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Were you telling the truth? If our BP hits 0, do we really...
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right?
Ja.
Don't worry. You made the right choice.
Also eigentlich habe ich es genommen, weil ich muss... Okay, hab's geschafft. Sehr gut. You better not have lied to me, so I choose betray.
Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
0?
Yo, what's up? Siggy!
Fido!
Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Es sind, glaube ich, auch nur... Ich glaube, wir haben jetzt 2018 gespielt. Es sind nur... Also es ist inzwischen 2024. Just saying. Es sind ein paar Jahre vergangen.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
Hey, what do you mean Zero's gonna tell me? Hey, Fi, hold on. Damn it.
Verdammte Kacke.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Ja.
Finally.
Annie Bunny is here.
Let's get ready to rock!
Gott, ich liebe Zero. Den
Ambidex game!
Zero the Third, glaube ich. Ne?
Round If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Joa. Upsi.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma,
Es tut mir leid.
why did you and Vi do that?
Also,
All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together.
um es ehrlich zu sagen, ich musste.
After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points.
Ja, aber ich muss ja alles machen.
But now why?
Naja, weil... Ach Mann. I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Naja, warum sollten wir lügen? Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna's was sadness and disappointment. Fi opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, what were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face?
Oh nein, ich mach so.
If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it.
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
That was when I finally noticed Dio, Quark, and Ten.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much.
Also ich liebe Dio.
You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It looked like things hadn't gone as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seemed to have reached some sort of truth.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Naja, wir brauchen 9 Punkte.
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. there will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round.
Yeah.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them? Hello?
Yes, indeedy.
Indeed.
Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know, can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding, ding, ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
you die.
Here's an exciting
Oopsie.
fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Ha ha! Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenbioldi. Or Alas. Or Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules. I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Nein.
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing.
Yo.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and and yellow.
But wait, you've already got those bracelets. Have a look. The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
Oh.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Nah, 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 nah. Suckers!
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck.
Danke.
I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Danke, du auch.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Well, at least if I was. I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had one night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. Burp. God damn it! You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear view mirror, but I was certain. There was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. Self-pity. Ich habe irgendwie aufgehört zu reden, keine Ahnung. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight and headed off. Ist das wichtig? Ich weiß nicht, ob das wichtig ist. Oh, ich weiß es nicht. Ich gehe in die Crew Quarters. Ich weiß es nicht. Oh. Naja, es kann ja nicht perfekt sein. Die Hauptstory ist das Wichtige. Huh? So these are the crew quarters, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
Hi!
What are you doing here?
Ja, ich guck halt. Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
I wonder.
What happened to you, Ten? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa, of course. I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Ten. Are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover, Luna.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
No? Makes sense. So, you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
What about you? Anything suspicious?
I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you've got a point there. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Squid Game. Entertainment?
Yes. They're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on, Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's Confidential.
And the ink.
I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah! What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah. You're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys. I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice. I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys. Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you. So, I guess I'll go now.
Go? Where are you going?
I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet.
Then I'll be going too.
Fine.
There she goes. So 10.
Save it. I don't trust you any more than she does.
In other words, you aren't gonna tell me anything, are you?
Sorry.
I left 10 and headed back to the hallway. There were so many questions I wanted answers to, but it was looking like I'd have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Besides, there were plenty of more immediate problems that needed my attention. I sighed and filed my questions away to be dealt with later. I needed to focus.
Also, ich muss eh alles ablaufen, na dann ist ja egal. Dann gehen wir in die Infirmary.
Infirmary.
How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover and I did go over this room quite thoroughly.
Es ist halt so lustig, wenn ich nicht dauernd Pause mache, weil ich nicht streame, sondern das jetzt aufnehme, dann kommt man voll schnell durch.
I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you...
Oh, Entschuldigung.
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I'd never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
Du könntest dich erinnern?
You still can't remember anything?
No. Not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Nein. Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Das ist aber gemein jetzt.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm
what?
not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does, but that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
Ich hab nur noch die Lounge. I was thinking maybe I'd head to the lounge.
Very well. I shall head for the crew quarters then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Ach, du gehst extra dahin, wo ich nicht war, oder was? Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him.
Auf geht's in die Lounge.
Ich glaube, ich brauche auch keine Cam für die Aufnahmen, ne? Ich bin irgendwie gefühlt nur im Weg.
Oh, Sigma.
Hi! Und es würde mir sehr viel Zeit sparen, weil ich mich nicht, fertig machen müsste. Ich überleg mal.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
Klar. You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently, it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah, 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nonary game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh, well, I guess that explains why I feel kinda dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
Meow.
A cat.
Oh no.
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Echt kein Witz? How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
Ja, erzähl mal.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed... Oh mein Gott, ich kannte WHO nicht. Jetzt dadurch, dass Corona war, seitdem, also es ist... Wir haben Zero Escape vor Corona gespielt und jetzt ist nach Corona. Deswegen kenne ich das überhaupt. World Health Organization, ne? Egal. The death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Es ist so...
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin, this perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Who? Well, I am feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're...
Oh. Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Yeah, well, doesn't look like we're gonna have time for that.
Shit, we're late.
Yeah.
All right then. We should hurry.
We should hurry.
Gott, ist mein Raid Alert.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. What the hell were you doing?
So sorry.
That's not good enough. You realize we could die here, right?
Hey, whoa, calm down there, girl. I made it in time.
Barely. We've only got 5 minutes left.
Aber ihr wollt euch doch 5 Minuten davor.
You're a yellow pair. Who do you think your partner is?
Gee, I wonder.
You son of a...
Come now, Phi. Please, calm down. Fighting now helps no one.
He's right, you know. The doors have already opened. We need to hurry up and figure out our teams.
What did I do to deserve this asshole?
Tja. So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options file laid out for us were the following. Option A. Alice and I would pair up with Luna. Durch die grüne. Ten, Quark mit Clover durch die blaue und Phi und Dio mit Kay durch die rote. Interessiert ja keinen. Also Alice und ich mit Kay durch die blaue. Ten und Quark mit Luna durch die rote. Phi und Dio mit Clover und durchs grüne. Alice und ich mit Clover durch die rote. Dafür bin ich. Ja, bla bla. Das interessiert ja niemanden. Ich weiß, dass ich eben... Also ich glaube, ich bin eh gezwungen. Weil das kein Absplitten. Okay, so who's going to go where?
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh? Me?
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
You betrayed me last time, Phi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Phi and I won't be choosing betray this time. Your BP's one right now, isn't it? If you chose ally and we chose betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but... yeah, we're not gonna go that far just to get out of here.
Sicher, Dio.
Right, Phi?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to take a chance on you.
Luna, are you sure about this?
Yes, I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay, since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice
Yay!
again. I'm totally good with that.
Ich auch.
What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then? That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door. Any objections?
Nö.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
If there were any objections, there was no time for them.
Let's go!
The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran for our
3,
doors.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Oh Gott, welcher ist es? Huh? Is this a dead
There are
end?
3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
I wonder what this thing does.
Well, it's got a lever.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing. Huh? Well, that's interesting.
It opened the door on the right.
That seems kind of weird. I mean, why just that one? What about the other 2?
Details, details. Hardly seems important to me. They gave us the way forward. I say we take it. Come along now.
Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off toward the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. Oh nein, Pantry. Oh, nö! Oh, da habe ich ganz schlechte Erinnerungen dran. Oh, nee! Oh, ich habe die besten Escape Rooms, die ich jetzt nochmal machen muss. Ich sehe schon.
Whoa! This is amazing! Who'd ever need this much underwear?
What?
Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right? And there are a lot of boxes.
Panties?
Isn't that what it said on the door?
Clover dear, it didn't say panty.
It said pantry.
Pantry?
It's where you keep food.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
Ist sie nicht süß? Her face had turned an especially amusing shade of red. What do you think that thing is?
I'd say it's a water storage tank.
It's totally full of water.
The stuff on the shelves looks like it's mostly bread, maybe a few pastries, but no panties.
So just a whole bunch of food, huh?
Clover was right that there's a lot, though.
It looks like you could live here for quite a while.
I'd have to agree.
Then what do you think this place is for?
Maybe it's where they quarantine sick people.
Didn't we tell you about Radical 6?
I guess that story really was true.
You're saying that the reason they've got all this food and water is so that they can keep infected people here? That's ridiculous. I'm not infected with some weird-ass disease. I don't want to spend the rest of my life locked up in a metal box.
Me either. Giving us food is all well and good, but no spare underwear? That's unforgivable.
Seriously? How long are you guys going to keep making fun of me for that?
Für immer, Clover. Right, well, we need to search this room. So let's get started.
Seek a way out.
So. Aber das war jetzt erstmal für die Aufnahme. Ich muss nämlich noch essen. Mein Magen knurrt die ganze Zeit schon. Das hebe ich mir fürs das nächste Mal aufnehmen auf. Haha. Danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüdelü.